So, hello everyone, and today we're live on YouTube. And yes, of course, we are going to be doing a combined 11, of course, Arsenal versus Liverpool, where we are building, of course, the big game tomorrow night. Of course, which is, of course, Arsenal do take on Liverpool tomorrow night, of course, which is a Legends Premier XI. Every single day uploads, we are uploading on the channel throughout January, of course, but we're live on the channel. Big up to Melina as well for helping me making this thumbnail. Go and subscribe to Melina, of course. And big up to Jordan as well, and big up to everyone and the community in the panel. Of course. So I hope everyone is keeping well. Big game, of course, this weekend. Well, I thought I'd do this as an idea because I thought, you know what? With the community tab I put on the other day, and I just posted the community tab without tags. So that means I'm a change man. And second, of course, I thought, you know what? Let's do a combined 11 because I was thinking myself today when I was out and about today, and I was thinking, you know what? We're coming back from the gym. I thought, do I do a combined 11 or do you save that? Or I should have done that in the preview, which obviously gets, but you know what? Let's do it as a separate video. Let's do a Legends XI as well. And of course, anyone knows, is growing up, me as an Arsenal fan. Jordan, of course, is a Liverpool supporter as well. And obviously, we're going to be talking about the legends, of course, do a Legends X side. And when you do have a massive game, when you hype up a massive game, two massive teams, two massive clubs, of course, between Arsenal and Liverpool, of course, you obviously want to have that vibe. I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow, of course. Obviously, massive shout out to Josh. Of course, obviously, he did his Arteta press conference as well. Ekateki's out, of course. Apparently, I was listening to Arnold Slot, his interview, and I couldn't really actually understand. Like, I never saw anything that he mentioned about Hugo Ekatiki, but there's rumors going around that apparently he's going to be out for tomorrow. That is a huge boost for Arsenal and a massive blow for Liverpool. But let's do, of course, the topic we are going to be discussing today is a Legends XI. So bear with me if I do find this very, very difficult. And I do apologize if I'm not going to be at my personal best of doing the Legends XI. So this is the only panel we are going to be doing today. And then tomorrow we have match day where we will have the watch along at 6:45 tomorrow night. And then, of course, the match reaction straight after the game. And Friday, of course, we've got FA Cup with Milton Keynes, the match day vlog. So I do want to obviously introduce the panel. I do obviously want to ask my audience and they can get their questions and they can name their XI. We'll probably do this for maybe about 45 minutes to an hour, something like that. It's only a rough estimate. And then this is the only stream today. There was another stream I did want to do tonight. But I thought, you know what? I'd probably just put my feet up tonight, have a chill night because I've not had a bit of a chill night tonight that much. I'm obviously going to probably chill out, go out and watch the Crystal Palace and Aston Villa game, of course. That's the game that I do want to watch tonight. I'm not really interested in watching Man City because I know Man City are going to beat Brighton very comfortably. So why would I want to waste my time watching a team that, of course, is going to expect to win? But who knows? Man City, I thought they were going to beat Sunderland and Chelsea, but they didn't. They got a draw. Let's do interact with the chat. Big up to Jordan Hyman, absolute real one, bro. Go and subscribe to Jordan. He will be live later on for his preview with Josh and them lot later on. So go and subscribe to Jordan. He's very close to 2.5k. How many subscribers are you on, bro? Big up to you, excuse me. Of course. Welcome to the channel. How are you? New to the channel. Excuse me. Big up to Ashik. Good to see you, mate. Long time. I hope you're keeping well. Big up to Flicks. Much appreciate it as well. I hope you're keeping well. Go and subscribe to Flicks, absolute real one. Big shout out to you again. So let's do one through the Arsenal versus Liverpool Legends XI. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe to the channel. You're more welcome to. If not, it's not a problem. And that's it. Big ups to SKFC 9525. How are you, bro? Welcome to the chat. How are you? Much appreciate it. So I hope you're keeping well and hope you had a great new year. Um, I hope you are keeping well. Um, and I hope you had a great new year. So, right, let's do, of course. Hello, Jordan, again. You good? Let's do, of course, obviously run through the combined 11. This is like I can just remember like great Arsenal Liverpool fixtures. Like I can remember, obviously, I weren't really into football, but of course, um, I was obviously like getting into football after when we moved to the Emirates. But I can remember a Highbury game when we won 4-2. Of course, Thierry Henry scoring that unbelievable goal against Liverpool. I even remember games at the Emirates. And look, before we do, obviously, this is about the Legends Exile. We've already talked about the game and all that, and maybe we could talk about it again near towards the end of the show. Um, what I was suggesting, I was thinking in this Legends Exile is obviously I've obviously got Create Formation website. Of course, obviously I do, of course, actually want to go through a combined 11 where I do and obviously do want to have a look. So let's do use the combined 11 and feel free to share this stream if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm not begging or anything like that if anyone thinks I am. But of course, you're more than welcome to share the stream if you want. But I am using the combined 11 as well. So let's do run through the combined 11. This is a great formation. Of course, I can't think of any other website. Of course, this is a very old. This is what I used for the lineups yesterday, last night. If you haven't gone and checked my preview out, it was a great show last night. We had me, Jordan Molina. We went for about an hour and 20 yesterday. So if you do want to check it out and have a look, of course. And this is a combined 11, of course, where obviously this is a suggestion. Let me take the banner off as well. And this is the combined 11. What I'm going to go for, I'm going to go with a 4-3-3 because normally back in the day, people would obviously go with a 4-4-2. 4-4-2 used to be a very good recognizable formation, but nobody doesn't use 4-4-2 anymore because it's a bit of an old school lineup. Formation, sorry. So the way I look at it, my formation I'd go for over the years between Arsenal and Liverpool. Liverpool have had some good goalkeepers over the days. Remember Pepe Reina, of course. Liverpool winning Champions Leagues and all that stuff, of course. Obviously, Pepe Reina never won a league title, but however, he was winning the Champions League in 2005 with AC Milan against that Champions League final. Never forget the Istanbul final. Arsenal, of course, winning the league title. Our last time we won the Premier League title. Fingers crossed that we do get it over the line by winning games like this tomorrow night and obviously going throughout the season, of course. And let's hope we do get it over the line, and let's hope we can actually end that 22-year drought. And let's hope it doesn't. Let's hope we don't have to wait a little bit longer because that will be very frustrating. So let's, of course, do run through the Arsenal versus Liverpool combined 11. The combined 11 I'm going to start off with, of course, is in goal. I'm going to go for is. I feel like in goal, look, Liverpool have got two great goalkeepers, and Arsenal, of course, have got goalkeepers as well. But bear with me if I find this very, very, very difficult. The goal I'm going to go for is I'm probably going to go for, well, David Seaman, you can say, Jens Lehmann, you can say. But I'm going to go by watching Arsenal, of course. Obviously, I know who David Seaman is before, who he is. But obviously, I've never seen him live. I'm going to go for probably. You know what? Let's go with David. Let's go with. I want you guys to leave a debate: Pepe Reina or Jens Lehmann. I want you guys to leave a debate. Would you go with Pepe Reina, Jens Lehmann, or David Seaman? It's very, very difficult to choose. I'm going to pick one, right? You guys are probably going to think, what the hell is this guy waffering? Like, you're probably going to think, what? What? You're picking this man there, Miss Man's land there, and literally and all that. In goal, I'm probably going to go for. I'm actually going to go for. I'm going to go with David Seaman on this one. I know David Seaman obviously wasn't a part of the Invincible, but I'm going to go with David Seaman if I can get David Seaman up on it. There's no David Seaman. Right, we'll go with Jens Lehmann. Let me see if I can. Let me go on Google and spell Jens Lehmann on here. We'll go with Jens Lehmann. People are probably going to be thinking, what? I'm going to get Liverpool fans asking me tomorrow in my match reaction. They're going to be like, you know what, right? They're going to be like thinking, why on earth have you picked him over Pepe Reina? It's mad. And but I'm gonna go with Jens Lehmann if I can find it. Lehmann. All right. For some reason, Jens Lehmann is not actually showing on Google for some reason. So I might have to obviously change it. You know what? Let me see if I can find David Seaman as well. Right, David Seaman. Let me find David Seaman. Mate, I don't know any other websites of Combine XI. That's why I've actually gone with this, because this is a familiar website I would use as well, because it's obviously convenient for me. Right, David Seaman is not showing up as well. You know what? Pepe Reina. Surely Pepe Reina's got to come up. Jesus, what is wrong with this website, bro? How can there not be any Combine 11s on here, bro? Mate, this is a joke. This is an absolute joke. You know what? Let's find a different website. I do apologize about that. Let me try and find, what do you call it? Build up line as well. Obviously, it's not going to come up with the player, but of course we can type it in as well. I'm going to go with David Seaman on this. Unbelievable goalkeeper back in the day. Highbury made some wonderful saves. Of course, I'll make that a little bit bigger so people can obviously see it. Right, here we go. I'm going to go with David Seaman on this one, because obviously what I can remember is, I don't remember like far too much, but I remember the FA Cup. Of course, one of the FA Cup games. I think it was against. I can't remember now. Can anyone actually clarify me? His save. But it was like the quarterfinal or semi-final of the FA Cup. I can't remember what year it was, but he made that unbelievable save off the line. And David Seaman, for me, he is quality goalkeeper over the years, and he was one of Arsenal's best goalkeepers of all time. And now, if Raya does go on and win the league title, then of course we probably, if we do go and win the league this season, then Raya's obviously got to go down as a legend, because that means obviously the last time you won a league title was obviously under Lehmann and David Seaman and etc. You kind of look at it and just feel like, you know what, I'd have to go with David Seaman. Right back for this is a very debate now. Obviously, Liverpool's recent right back as well. Jordan, if you can help me out, if you're listening to this, or Flix or Molina or anyone like that, feel free to obviously leave your comments down below and let me know which right back position. I'm going to change the formation. I ain't going to go 4-4-2, right? I want to go 4-3-3. So I've got to somehow try and work out how I'm going to actually change this formation. So let me go, right, custom formation. Yeah, right. 4-4-2 is the old school, mate. So you know what, I'm gonna go 4-3-3. We're going all attack, right? I am gonna go for right back. I'm gonna go for, we've got a debate who is Liverpool's top legends of all time. I have to go with probably Lauren for Arsenal. Mate, won the league title in 2004, of course. Unbelievable right back. I know Liverpool have had some good right backs. You've had Trent Alexander-Arnold, obviously. But if you're going back way time back, like 15, 20, 25 years ago, then of course you have to go with like people like them. Lauren was an unbelievable footballer. I never got a chance to see him live. I've never been to Highbury before. Obviously, I know the history of it, obviously growing up as an Arsenal supporter, but Lauren is a guy who I would put in. And I know Liverpool fans might listen to this and people are probably thinking, why have you not selected any other Liverpool people in it? But I'm just looking and I'm just going by what I'm saying. I'd go with Lauren, of course, because Lauren is a guy where I would 100% put in there. I feel like with him, what he's done and his pace, his agility at right back, he is someone who I'd obviously go for someone in there. That is what I do. I'd put someone in there like that. Where look, let me know, guys. Let me know your opinions. Who would you like to put in? Let me know in the comments if you want to comment. You don't have to comment if you don't want to. I totally understand it's working time. But that's who I'd go for. Centre backs, you have to go for. Jesus. Liverpool have had some good defenders over the years. Of course, you've had Jamie Carragher in there as well. Obviously, do you give a gamble to someone like a Jamie Carragher in there? Do you end up going for potentially obviously like Virgil van Dijk, of course, has obviously got to go down there as well. Arsenal's defence, of course, you've got Sol Campbell, you've got Kolo Toure, you've got Tony Adams, and I don't know. It's very difficult who I would like when we get to the midfield and when we do get to the striker options. I'd obviously know who I'm going to put in, but the centre backs are very, very, very questionable who I want to put in because Liverpool have had so many good defenders. Like you think about it, yeah, I'm going with a 4-3-3 base formation, yeah, and ideally I'd probably want to go for maybe someone like. Obviously, you have to put Arsenal defenders in there. You have to put Arsenal defenders in there because I just feel like with the centre backs who I'm going to choose, and I know a lot of people might really not disagree, might disagree with me and be thinking, Luca, before you plan this combined 11, you probably really did not have a clue about it. But that's what I said at the beginning. I said that obviously, like, if I mess up, I mess up. This was as a suggestion I was going to do, of course. But centre backs I'm going to go for is, of course, I'm going to go for. I've got to put a Liverpool defender in it as well. I can't always be. I've got to be nice. Yeah, I can't always be about Arsenal and all that stuff. Centre back I'm going to go for is. I'm going to go with Jamie. I'm going to go with Jamie Carragher for Liverpool. I feel like Jamie Carragher, what he's done for Liverpool, right, is over the years, he's been a great leader. He's won the Champions League, of course, for Liverpool, has very good relations at the club. Obviously, Carragher's now a pundit. Of course, obviously, I can't stand him as a pundit, but however, what he done in the game was very good. Jamie Carragher was an unbelievable Rolls Royce. I wouldn't say he was better with people like Tony Adams and all them lot, but obviously he had that leader, he had that characteristic about him between Jamie Carragher and that. But you know what I'm saying? You could pick better than Jamie Carragher. Sure. You know what? Let's actually change Jamie Carragher. Ignore what I says. Ignore what I said. I know people might say in the chat and thinking, Luca, why did you do a combined 11? You know what? Forget Jamie Carragher. We are going to go for Mr. Virgil van Dijk. Of course, we are going for Virgil van Dijk. I know people might call me crazy, call me silly. But big up to Ryan, bro, proving people that I'm not begging once again. Because I do YouTube for fun, innit? I'm a changed man. Virgil van Dijk, I'd put him in there because what Van Dijk has done, obviously you've got other Liverpool defenders. Look, I've not watched Liverpool in the 1980s, bro. You know what I'm saying? Obviously I know who they are, of course, obviously by the name and the pundits. But I put Virgil van Dijk in there. He's won everything for Liverpool. He's obviously still at Liverpool right now. But what he's done at Liverpool is, of course, everything. You know what I'm saying? He's won the Champions League, he's won the Premier League, he's won the Carabao, he's won the FA Cup, he's won the Club World Cup. So that's why I look at Virgil van Dijk has got to go in there. And Ryan, you read my mind. That's who we are going to put next to as well. Alongside, I'd go with Virgil van Dijk as well. Is, of course, I'd go with Tony Adams. I'd go with Tony Adams because Tony Adams, of course, what can I say about Tony Adams? Yeah. It's Tony Adams. It's up for grabs now. And that's Rocastle. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the Tony Adams line. But when he scores against Everton, that sums it all up. Something like that. It is. You know what I'm saying? Not Rocastle, because that's right at the end. Means when we won the league in '89 against Liverpool at Anfield. Tony Adams has to go in there. What an absolute leader! I'll never forget his goal in '02 when we won the league in '02. Tony Adams, of course, scoring that goal at Highbury against Everton. Unbelievable strike. And you know what I'm saying? It's just he was an unbelievable defender. And obviously now we've got Gabriel and Saliba. And if Arsenal do go on to win the league title, then Gabriel and Saliba will go down as legends at this football club. Look, they're already legends, of course, even if we don't win the league or not. But Gabriel and Saliba, of course, will go down as legends if we get the title over the line. If we go and beat teams like Liverpool tomorrow, as I keep saying, then you look at it and you kind of feel like, okay, fair enough. They are the next two centre-backs who have actually gone and won the league. Well, obviously, we won the league title in '04 with Kolo Toure and Sol Campbell in that. But Saliba and Gabriel will probably go down as one of the best centre-back partnerships since Kolo Toure and Sol Campbell. Because when we won the league title with the Invincible in 2004, Toure and Sol Campbell were a proper rocket at the back, especially going to Champions League night, especially going European nights. Mate, Gabriel and Saliba will become the third centre-back partnership since when we won the league in 01-02 with, of course, Tony Adams. And then, of course, Arsenal, of course, winning the league title in 03-04 with Toure and Campbell. So, obviously, Tony Adams, I'm going to put in there. Left-hand side, I'm going to go for. We've got so many options to put in that left-hand side. Liverpool, for me, obviously, if there's any Liverpool fans, Jordan, if you're listening to this, Flicks, if you're listening to this, Mel, if you're listening to this, look, I can name not too many Liverpool legends. Of course, left backs. Of course, Arsenal's left backs get way ahead of Liverpool's legends. Arsenal, of course, Ryan, Cardiff City fan has a point here. Ashley Cole, we could put in there. Nigel Winterburn. I never forget Winterburn's goal against Chelsea in '97 at Stamford Bridge. I was only 3 years old for that. And the trouble is, I remember obviously going back and looking at that, where you could put so many there. Ashley Cole, of course, obviously what he did in '06 to Chelsea. Look, I know obviously people don't like Ashley Cole. I get that, and we did a bad swap back in the day, back in '06. Of course, we ended up swapping him for William Gallas, of course, which I kind of look at it and I could just kind of feel like maybe a bit of a big mistake what we've done as well. And look, left back I'm gonna have to go for is Ryan says although Ashley Cole did what he did, but going to Chelsea, he's probably the best left back in the Premier League history. Of course, he's the best left back in the Premier League. Yeah, we swapped him for William Gallas. Mate, William Gallas. Jesus Christ. I never forget the day what he did when Martin Taylor broke. Well, obviously, we don't want to talk about what happened with an injury with Eduardo. Obviously, it's not anything convenient to discuss about, or you never want to talk about a horrible injury like that, especially not on YouTube. You talk about it outside of YouTube. But William Gallas, of course, was one of the worst swaps, of course, in Arsenal's history. like obviously Gallas The only time I say with William Gallas is obviously we shouldn't really mention about William Gallas, but of course, William Gallas, of course, is probably someone like his best moments when he scored against Chelsea. You know, 7-8 season. I know he scored against Liverpool at the Emirates 06-07. I think he scored against Tottenham in that season as well. I literally cannot remember in that. So I look at that and I just feel like there's so many left backs as well. Lucas de Vamos, cheers, bro. Yeah, he is going to be in my team, but of course, we are going to get onto the midfield in just a second. And that's why I look at who I'm going to put as well. I'm going to go with left back as well. Massive shout out to Inzaghi in Arteta out. Yeah, big up to Fabio Vieira. Big up to Vieira. It's Football Vieira, bro. Football Vieira's in the house. Massive Football Vieira. What happened to your old channel, bro? Do you not have that channel anymore now? Because I ain't seen you in that chat for ages. I'm starting my channel. What happened to Football Vieira channel, man? Football Vieira. Man, I ain't seen you in time. Do you remember when I used to come on your channel one time? Do you remember when you were talking about Barcelona, you were doing watch-alongs, and I think I've sent you a super... I don't know if you have super chats on your channel, and I've sent you a super chat before. But what happened to your old channel, Football Vieira? Right, let's carry on as well. Left back, you have to put Ashley Cole in there. Like, I know, of course, obviously he's going to get slate because obviously what he done when he went to Chelsea, but Ashley Cole goes in there as well. Midfield, of course, has to be Patrick Vieira. Patrick Vieira. Yes, brother, but I don't see you grow anymore. What do you mean by grow anymore? Oh, you're saying that my channel doesn't grow anymore? What do you mean by that? What, so you saying my channel ain't growing? It doesn't matter about if the channel doesn't grow. You do YouTube for fun, innit? If my channel isn't grown, I'm not really that bothered. I'm happy with the people who are coming in my comments, right? And that's it. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. I mean, I'm on 9,000 subscribers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's a small platform, innit? Like, what are you trying to say? You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't mean it by that. Oh, sorry. What do you mean by that, bro? I'm quite happy with what I've got, bro. I'm really not that bothered. I'm a changed man. Yeah. Of course, that is the next achievement, isn't it? But I'm not in particularly any rush for that. I mean, it didn't grow anymore on my channel, not yours. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. It doesn't really matter, bro. Your channel was amazing, Football Vieira. I missed coming on your panel, bro. Who was that guest you had on all the time as a regular co-host? You had someone alongside. There was me, you. There was another guest. I can't remember what fan he was. I can't remember what fan that was. But you had him on all the time. He was. What team did he support? Can you remember? Like what I mean. What I mean by what I'm saying is, Brandon. Was he Liverpool fan? Liverpool fan. Was he a Liverpool fan? Was he? I swear he was a Liverpool fan. Are you still doing Don's content? Yes, we've got the match day vlog on Friday. Yeah. And yes, there'll be a match day vlog on Friday. I don't want to confuse people because I had a couple of people messaging me saying that is your channel changed now or anything like that. Nah, leave him alone, bro, man. He's my friend, bro, man. He's my friend, man. Leave him alone, bro. Leave him alone, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's my friend, bro, man. Me and him have known each other for a very, very long time. Like, obviously, that's your opinion, bro, but Football Vieira. But that's my friend, bro, man. Don't say any of that in my chat, bro, man. But that's your opinion, bro, innit? Luca has too many fake friends. I don't have too many fake friends, bro, mate. I don't have too many fake friends. No chance. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you're saying that. I don't know why you're saying that, Football Vieira. For midfield, I'd go with Vieira, Gerrard, and Fabregas. Luke, are you turning into a sheep? I ain't turning no sheep, bro. I don't know what you're on about, mate. Like, I really don't know what you're on about. I don't know why you have the audacity to come out and actually say that I've turned into a sheep. Like, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, Football Vieira, bro, I used to come on your channel all the time, right? I'm not trying to have a go at you, but obviously don't say any of that in my chat. He's my friend. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know what I'm saying? But that's your opinion, bro. I wouldn't say that I'm a sheep, bro. Okay then. But massive shout out to people, bro. Like I don't have a problem with anyone, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting on with my podcast. Midfield, I'm gonna go for is Patrick Vieira in defensive midfield. Mate, Vieira, proper leader for Arsenal. Never forget Vieira's goals. I wanted to take over his channel because I'm better. Whose channel? Whose channel? Football Vieira. Is this actually Football Vieira? Is this actually Football Vieira? It's got to be. Surely not. Sure. Is it actually? Please hope I'm not cussing you or anything like that. But is it actually Football Vieira? I wanted to take over his channel because I'm better. Big shout out to Bargath, bro. Massive shout out to you, bro. Absolute real one. It was great panel last night, of course. Man, leave my friend Josh alone, bro, man. He's an absolute real one, bro. You know what I'm saying? Leave him alone, bro. He's doing his own content, bro. You know what I mean? He's live right now doing AFCON. Josh is my friend, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, mate, leave my friend Josh alone, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's doing great things, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Football Vieira, right? Sorry to be rude, but you shouldn't be talking to my friend like Josh. Josh is an absolute real one. No, I don't, bro. What are you on about, Football Vieira? I don't believe this is Football Vieira, bro. I think I know exactly who you are. Someone who came on my channel for the Bournemouth watch along. You know what I'm saying? I think it might be one of you lot. Possibly. But you're live on the channel, bro. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That's your opinion, bro. That's fine, bro. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less, bro. Okay. That's fine. But why do people watch my vlogs then? I like to see you, right, get a channel right now, right? I don't buy subscribers, bro. I don't buy subscribers, bro, right? What you need to understand, my friend, is that I'm a changed man, bro, right? And that's it. So at the end of the day, right, I do YouTube for fun. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not lying, bro. I'm a changed man. Mate, I'm happy with the audience what I've got. At least I've got someone in my chat. I couldn't care less if I have one watching, right? As long as I have someone to keep me company and answer the questions. You know what I'm saying? People are now starting to realize I've changed. So at the end of the day, if people think that I'm not good, then why have I hit 9,000 subscribers? I've worked hard for it. It'd be 6 years in August. Football Vieira, even if it's actually you or not, right? Or I think I know exactly who it is, right? Then the thing is, why don't you not create an own channel, bro? I'm saying. So at the end of the day, right? I don't believe that you're Football Vieira. I don't believe you. You know what I'm saying? So even if you are, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's carry on a little bit longer as well, and let's run into the midfield as well. Look, people can't be on every stream. Exactly, 100%, bro. 100%. If people don't have to watch you, expose me, bro. Expose me, bro. It's not about the views, bro. I couldn't care less. I probably know exactly who you are, right? I know exactly who you are, right? You're the person who come on my channel for the Bournemouth watch along, and I'm not done anything wrong today, right? And you're live on the channel right now. So at the end of the day, I don't have a problem with you. So I don't understand why you're coming on here, and I don't want to obviously ask people's names. I'm getting on with my own life, and I'm getting on with my own podcast. Jack, you don't know. It could be anyone. I don't believe it's Football Vieira, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think I know exactly who it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get on with my stream, but you're coming on here to expose me. Expose me, mate. I ain't done anything wrong today. You know what I'm saying? And you think I buy subs? No, I do not buy subs. I've worked my ass off. Yeah. I do MK Don's content as well. I do matchday vlogs. Everyone asks me for a selfie every single week. It's not about getting a picture with someone, right? Why didn't you not create a YouTube channel instead of going around exposing people? That ain't gonna get you anywhere, bro. That's gonna make you like a fool, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Exposing someone, that's your choice. I couldn't care less if someone exposes me, bro, and makes PR crap, right? And edits it and ends up edit it, right? And trying obviously put an alley in it and stuff like that. You do what you want, bro. I'm getting on with my own stream, and I don't beg for numbers anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy with the chat what I've got. The same regulars who actually come in. You don't need to say to me that you think I buy subs just because I have less people. I don't buy subs. Yeah. If I bought subs, I wouldn't be having this YouTube channel today. Do you know what I'm saying? My channel will be taken down because of spams. So at the end of the day, one thing I will say to end this on the topic while I carry on with my topic, and I'm being nice and generous, right? I don't buy subs, right? I work my ass off. Okay. So if your information Inzaghi and Arteta are out, I've never had a problem with you, bro. Right? So why don't you leave people alone, Football Vieira, or whoever you are, right? I don't believe it is the Football Vieira, right? I think I know exactly who it is, and I don't want to name their names because obviously I want them to get on with their own lives and own panel, but they don't need to come on here and have a love fest and be obsessed with me every single stream. I don't ruin your channel, so I don't buy subs. So end the conversation for there, my friend. And I couldn't care less if you destroy me and make shit up. Because this YouTube platform is about meeting people. I've set in a goal. 2026 is when I'm a changed man, and people have realised I've changed. End of. Anyway, getting back to where I'm staying right now. Patrick Vieira, of course. Look, Vieira was an unbelievable leader. In case you guys do remember, Vieira for me and Roy Keane, their battles, of course, mate. I can always remember Patrick Vieira, Roy Keane in the tunnel. Arsenal, Man United. I think that's when Man United beat us at Highbury. I think that was 2004-05 season when Man United beat us 4-2 at the at Highbury. I think John O'Shea scored in that game. Roy Keane was coming out, Vieira. They obviously still talk about it today, of course. Obviously, like sometimes if Vieira and Roy Keane are pundits, so if they're advertiser like for a World Cup advert or anything like that. Because I remember there was a recent World Cup or Euros. Vieira and Keane, of course, were in the same studio, and obviously they had their little debate between the whole Arsenal Man United rivalry from the early 2000s. But Vieira's got to get in there. 100%. I know you could pick Steven Gerrard in there, of course. And look, Gerrard is an unbelievable footballer. He won everything apart from the Prem. But Patrick Vieira, of course, won everything apart from the Champions League. But of course, Arsenal, Patrick Vieira, of course, didn't play in the Champions League final, I don't think. Which, of course, so because I think that season after he left, I think he left 04-05 season, and then of course 05-06 season, he of course obviously played for, I think it was Inter Milan. I could be wrong. I know he played for what do you call it, Juventus as well. But Patrick Vieira, of course, him of course was obviously an unbelievable. He was unbelievable, of course. Moving on to in central midfield, I have to put Steven Gerrard in there. Gerrard goes in there. Unbelievable. Gerrard gets in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? What Steven Gerrard has done, Liverpool's best midfielder of all time, absolute leader in midfield of a Roy Royce in midfield. What can you say about Steven Gerrard? Unbelievable he is. Unbelievable Steven Gerrard is. You know what I'm saying? What Gerrard has done in the game for Liverpool, obviously, we never forget the Denver Bar slip in 2014, right? But Steven Gerrard, for me, won the Champions League, was a proper leader for Liverpool, was unbelievable. He was unbelievable, of course, because the way I look at Steven Gerrard, the way I look at him as an eye, as a character. Obviously, his managerial experience, he wasn't that great. Obviously, his best job was at Rangers, but don't forget that's of course, obviously, that was in um what do you call it? Scottish League, and anyone can manage in the Scottish League. You look at Ange Postecoglou, won the title at Celtic, and Celtics fans want Ange back because in the Premier League you can't cut it. So that's why I look at Steven Gerrard, unbelievable footballer for Liverpool. I never forget his goal, Andy Gray's moment when he says against Olympiacos. And I think this was the commentary at the time in 2005. Steven Gerrard, oh, what a beauty! What a hit, son! What a hit! Andy Gray. But yeah, Steven Gerrard back then, something like that, it was down the lines. And that was probably like one of the best moment, of course. And obviously him winning the Champions League. Of course, Steven Gerrard scoring absolute penalties. I remember Steven Gerrard's goal in 07-08 season against us, that free kick. Of course, I think it was Guy Moby. Was it Guy Moby or someone like that on Match of the Day? Gerrard scored that unbelievable free kick against Manuel Almunia. Almunia was a terrible goalkeeper for us. But however, Steven Gerrard, of course, unbelievable footballer. I can't say any words. I can't bite my hands off in this. Like, Gerrard was an unbelievable footballer. Big shout out to Jordan Hyman, of course. He will be live on his channel later on. Jordan, have you seen the comments? What this guy's been saying? Look, Jordan, if you're listening to this, right? Look at this. Look at this comment. Look at this comment. What this guy's put. You know what I'm saying? Look what this guy's put. You know what I'm saying? Jordan, WhatsApp me, bro, when we talk. We talk. If you understand, we WhatsApp each other, bro. Massive shout out to Jordan. Absolutely. Jordan, have a look at this. What's your initial thoughts? Yeah, my phone's dead. Right? I messaged Josh and I told him about it. And Josh is not happy about it. Obviously, I supported Josh and I backed him on that one. Right? So obviously I sent him it and all that stuff. And but yeah. Jordan, screenshot it on your work phone, on your other phone, because I'm waiting for my phone to come on because my phone died. Yeah. Ban it. What do you mean by ban it? Do you mean ban the person? Okay. Right, hold on. Let me. Okay, right. I ban this guy, bro. All right, thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that, man. Go and subscribe to Jordan. He is live for AFCON today, with Josh. So massive. And I did obviously back up you two as well. Obviously, I gave you support. But anyway, moving on to Steven Gerrard, of course, unbelievable footballer, absolute footballer. The first time I saw Steven Gerrard live was 2007-8 season in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I'll never forget the day when I used to say when I was a kid, I was about 14 years old, right? And it's getting it over the line. There isn't an AFCON. I'm live for my... There's no AFCON today. All my days. All my days. There's no AFCON today. Okay. Jordan, you do what? Jordan, I might do AEW tonight. Watch along. AEW. I need thumbnail, Jordan, for WhatsApp. AEW tonight. John Moxley versus Shelton Benjamin. Intercontinental Classic title. Yes. John Moxley. I might do AEW watch along tonight if I'm up for it. Maybe do AEW watch along tonight. John Moxley, Darby Allin. All my days. But yeah, I don't watch AEW. Okay, Jordan, I might do AEW tonight. Maybe. But yeah, anyway, Seth Fabregas is the next guy who I'd put in there as well. You can even put Xabi Alonso in there as well. I never forget Xabi Alonso's 70-yard goal against Newcastle as well. Cesc Fabregas, mate, I know what he did. I know when he went to Chelsea, this and that, he got booed and all that. And Arsene Wenger never, there was an opportunity back in 2014-15 when Chelsea won the league title, yeah. There was an opportunity that Wenger got told and asked if he wanted to bring back Cesc Fabregas. And Wenger was like, no, because we've got Mesut Ozil. And I was like, mate, you have an opportunity. If you had him in 15-16 season, right, can you imagine the assist to Olivier Giroud? You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine the assists to Olivier Giroud? And I know we talk about, Arsenal, of course, didn't have a striker that season. The Arsenal didn't have a striker that season. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like I look at Cesc Fabregas and I feel like what he done at Arsenal over the years was my first game I saw Cesc Fabregas live, which was my first Arsenal game I went to. And I remember the date without looking at it. Look, I've got my hands on me. I'm putting my hands down here, yeah, right. But the trouble is, I remember Arsenal's first game. What I went to, my first Emirates game I went to, my first ever Arsenal game was, of course, November the 3rd, I believe, 2007, 07-8 season, right? It was a year after we moved to Highbury, from Highbury to the Emirates, a year and a half or so, a year and a few months. Yeah, because we moved 06-07 season. Something about a year and a half or something like that. Right? I can't remember the exact date. But because our first game at the Emirates was August 2006, weren't it? Aston Villa 1-1, Oliver Melberg, and then Gilberto Silva scored. And we got a point out of that game. But I remember my first game, Fabregas, and I thought, you know what, this guy, I'm seeing Cesc Fabregas live. I'm like, what? Cesc Fabregas. And I was like, flipping, what? And we drew the game 2-2, and then he scored the equaliser. And I thought, you know what? Fabregas used to be my favourite Arsenal Emirates era player of all time. I loved the guy, even when he left Chelsea, and even when he was going to other places. I was like, you know what? I want this guy back at Arsenal. I don't care how old he is. And I had people messaging me saying, Luca, why do you want to bring Fabregas back? He's old. Why do you want him back? And I'm like, I even said to them, you know what? Why can't we not have him back as a backroom staff coach? Bring that kind of experience, that legendary status. And I'm like, he's never going to come back. I remember there was a period, someone was telling me, and I'm not exaggerating or anything like that, that someone said to me, I think this was before or after when Mikel Arteta got the job at Arsenal. Someone said, would you be up for Fabregas taking the job? And I'm like, no way. And I was like, no way. I was thinking in my mind, no. But I loved Cesc Fabregas, what he did at Arsenal. He was unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? He, for me, was unbelievable at Arsenal. I know he went to Chelsea. I get that. Left, right, centre. I totally get that. But I just feel like I know he won a league title at Chelsea, and I know he won a Champions League at Barca, but Fabregas was good. Fabregas in Emirates era was good, and I can remember some Cesc Fabregas goals. The Fabregas free kick against Aston Villa 09-10 season. I remember I went to the game against Barca when Fabregas broke his leg, and then obviously he was out for the second leg, and we were down to our bones in that second leg, and that's when Lionel Messi was ready to be born to play, and he scored 4 goals against us, which, of course, obviously knocked us out of the quarterfinals of the Champions League at the time. But we had people like Rosicky, Denilson, all these men in midfield and all that stuff. And the thing is, at the time, I adored Cesc Fabregas. You know what I'm saying? I, of course, adored Cesc Fabregas. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I look at Cesc Fabregas. He was unbelievable in midfield. His passes, his assists, he was quality, bro. Absolutely legit and quality. So you know what I'm saying? It's just, oh my god, we have a bit of breaking news about MK Dons. Luca Talks Ball might have to go live. Might have to address it. Oh shit. But I'll worry about that in a minute. But no, let's, of course, move on to the attackers as well. I'll tell you quickly, MK Dons are in talks to sign Ben Wiles from League One side, Huddersfield Town. Paul Warne is seeking another reunion player of the days at Rotherham and Huddersfield. Never heard of him. Ben Wiles. I need your sources and I need a voice message from you after this. Ben Wiles. Right. Does Luca Talks Ball bring out a video later on? Do we have to report a video about this? Do we bring a video about this? But who knows? Look, obviously, let's carry on a little bit longer as well. The left winger, I'd go with Mane or Perez, or on the right is Mohamed Salah. Salah gets in this team 100%. You know what I'm saying? Mohamed Salah, of course, gets in this team very comfortably because you can't replace Mohamed Salah. And that's who we are going to talk about in just a second. And look, please tell Rotherham United footy. I will after this stream as well. Cardiff City fan, if you don't mind, look, I'm not begging or anything like that, right? But if you don't mind, if you can kindly share this stream, much appreciated. I think I'm going to drop an MK video. Maybe. And wait until it's officially signed. I don't want to obviously do about in talks or anything like that. I'll wait until they officially sign. It's quite interesting. Moving on the right-hand side, I'm putting Mohamed Salah. Mo Salah running down the wing, right? We'll do it for Mo. I'm not going to put the whole Mohamed because I'll be there all day doing it. Mohamed Salah, unbelievable. Has to go down one of Liverpool's greatest wingers of all time. He's one of, I think, as well. HVM 77. Have you heard? HVM 77? Right? Me as an MK Dons content creator. Me as the EFL League 2 content vlogger. We've got a bit of breaking news. I think we were about to sign our first January transfer video. I think Luca needs to report it on a pre-record. Dons are in talks of actually signing Ben Wiles from Huddersfield. I don't know who he is, but however, apparently people saying he's that good. So, do we drop a video on that? We haven't signed him yet. We're in talks. So they're having negotiations with Huddersfield Town midfielder Ben Wiles. Ben Wiles. Do we drop a video on that later on? Or do I save it for the matchday vlog? We say it in the matchday vlog. How about Obviously, Friday, we've got the match day vlog. We've got the vlog on Friday. We've got a massive vlog coming. Like, we've got a huge vlog for the FA Cup. I've got plenty of build up to that. Obviously, I'm gonna plan it on the day on Friday, because obviously tomorrow I've got this to focus on. I've got watch along and match reaction straight after the game. We've got that. That's what my head's telling me for tomorrow. But Friday, I've got something huge for the Oxford vlog. The build up, how I'm going to start my intro and that. How I talk in the vlogs and that. I've got something huge for that. So please do keep an eye on that and look forward to that as well. And we probably will talk about this rumor. I'm not going to make a Ben Wiles video, because obviously if I make it and if he doesn't get signed, you know what I'm saying? Mohamed Salah has to go in them as well. Strikers, yeah, we'll get onto the attackers in just a second, but he says as well, between Thierry Henry, Owens, Fernando Torres, and Robbie Fowler. Look, I will get onto the strikers in just a second, but that is great options as well, who I would look out to as well. Look, for me, Mohamed Salah, unbelievable. We know Mohamed Salah's how he's obviously qualities in that. Look, Salah goes in there 100%. And I know that people might say there's other options there, but Mohamed Salah is obviously the best. Last season was the best player in the Premier League. This season, look, I look at Mohamed Salah, of course, obviously he slowly may start getting to the second half of Mohamed Salah for what we see last season. Salah's having a good AFCON and he's helped Egypt to a semi-final. But however, international football is different compared to club football. And look, obviously, I don't want to take that away from what's difference between club and international, but we know Mohamed Salah is a great footballer, yeah. And even if you're not having a great season, Salah can actually produce the game. Think about it. Liverpool won a game the other week at Anfield. I think it was Brighton at Anfield, and Liverpool won that game. And Salah got an assist. He got an assist, and I think McAllister scored in that game, or someone scored in that game. I can't remember. But Liverpool won a game quite recently at Anfield. I think it was Brighton at Anfield. I think it was I can't remember the score. I think it was 2-0, 2-1. And Mohamed Salah got an assist. And that's something where Salah's been quite decent in AFCON, yeah. Obviously, I've not watched AFCON, but however, I've seen stats in that, and I've not seen any highlights of AFCON because I don't really like AFCON. Yeah, it's good, but I don't really watch it. But Mohamed Salah, of course, has to go in there. What he's achieved for Liverpool is unbelievable, as well. Moving on to, of course, the left-hand side. You've got so many options. Arsenal, you've got Overmars. You've even got Suarez has played there before, so he plays as a centre forward. Suarez was unbelievable at Liverpool. I'll never forget that goal against Norwich in the Premier League. Sadio Mane can go in there as well, but I wouldn't put Mane up there with a great just yet. Obviously, Mane's quality, don't get me wrong. He's passed it a bit now, but of course, Mane. I remember watching Sadio Mane at Southampton in 2015. We got beaten 6-0 at Stadium of MK in the Carling Cup, in the Carabao Cup. I think it was the third round, and we got smashed 6-0. I remember my ticket cost 10 quid that night, and I met Graziano Pella that day. The likes of Wanyama played, Mane played, Wanyama. I know he played for those idiots down the road, but Wanyama was an unbelievable footballer at Southampton. You know what I'm saying? I remember Wenger was looking at him. I remember pundits were saying if Arsenal needed a defensive midfielder, and I remember we were looking at Wanyama, and I was thinking, why did Arsenal not go and get Wanyama? And I was thinking, Wanyama was unbelievable at Celtic. I remember back in 2011-12, he had that masterclass against Barca in the Champions League. And Wanyama was like, you know what? Wanyama, of course, go and get this guy. He's a monster. You know what I'm saying? Him for me, right, was unbelievable. But on the left, I'd have to go for, there's so many options. You've got Overmars in there. I'll never forget Overmars' goal in 98 against Manchester United at Old Trafford. Robert Pires as well. Never forget his goal against Villa at Villa Park. I'll have to go with Robert Pires in that. Robert Pires, unbelievable back in the day, Highbury days. Go and watch his clips at Arsenal. Unbelievable. Up front, it has to be the great one. Like, you go with Bergkamp, Henry. Oh, them two are so sensational. I never forget Dennis's goal against Newcastle, in as well, that twist and turn. If you were to have a manager of this team, who would it be? And winger, I'm guessing. What do you mean by that? If you were to have a manager of this team, oh, so you're saying if I was in charge of this team, who would it be? And winger, Wenger, of course. With Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger created this squad, and Wenger back in his early 2000s created his squad, and that's how we won the league in '04. What he developed and elevated, you know what I'm saying? Wenger, I meant. Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger, yeah? Wenger impression, guys. Well, I believe Voyer, and I believe we can win the championship this season. And yeah, Wenger out, yeah. But no, up front has to be Thierry Henry. Okay, I know people are going to slag me off and all that about Bergkamp, but Henry, unbelievable. Thierry Henry has to get into that debate. What he done at Highbury, my favorite Henry goal of all time. I've seen Thierry Henry live when he was at the Emirates. But however, even the Emirates Cup as well for New York Red Bulls, I think it was 2012, or I think it was. And I remember Henry coming back, of course, against Leeds and scored, and his away goal against Sunderland was unbelievable. Arshavin getting that assist to Henry. Henry was just unbelievable. Unbelievable, sensational footballer. 228 goals in his Arsenal career. It was 226 before, obviously, he came back in 2012. He was unbelievable. And he's got to go down there as well. And I just feel like I look at it, Thierry Henry, what he done, his goals were just amazing. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like this is my greatest 11 I'd go for. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like looking at that Henry, him for me was sensational. Absolutely sensational. But yeah, man, I think we are going to close the stream from here. Any final comments you do want to ask? I think that's me done for today. Obviously, I just saw an MK video as well. I'm not going to, I don't know if my next MK Dons video will be the matchday vlog, of course, which will be on Friday against Oxford as well. But I think that's it, guys. I think we've done enough for today. Has anyone got any final questions? And look at that, I've not even begged. You know what I'm saying? No, probably not today, bro. Probably not today. Because I think I'm done for today. There's not really anything else to talk about, to be honest. There's not like really anything to talk about. If like, ask me some guys, ask me some questions in the chat about who's your favorite Arsenal Liverpool all-time 11, and what is your favorite Arsenal Liverpool game of all time. Doesn't have to be at the Emirates. Of course, the game is at the Emirates tomorrow. Even if you're not an Arsenal fan, even if you're not a Liverpool supporter, right? Name me like your favorite game of all time. You know what I'm saying? And my favorite Arsenal Liverpool game of all time. I've got so many, yeah. I don't really have a favorite. Well, the one what I've seen live, of course, is who's your favorite MK Dons player of all time? Probably Dele Alli, maybe, or maybe don't have to think now. Dele Alli, Reece Healy, Benicofobia was okay. But yeah, Liverpool AC Milan in 2005. Yeah, Jordan. 2005. Yeah, 2005. Favorite away day. Derby away in the championship. But this season, probably Bristol Rovers away. Bristol Rovers away, and Barnet away. But yeah. Stephen Gerrard says Jordan Hyman as well. How many grounds have you done out of the 92? About 84, something like that. I still got to do your ground, Swansea's ground, mate. But I'm sure I'm going to do that some point next season. But we'll see, innit? When MK don't have a game, then maybe I'll come down to a Cardiff game or a Swansea game. Yeah, Gerrard was unbelievable as well. He was unbelievable. But my favourite Arsenal, we'll carry on a little bit longer. Yeah, we'll go to about 5:30. Get your questions in. Ask me about Arsenal, Liverpool legends. Even if it doesn't have to be Arsenal, Liverpool legend, you can ask me some MK questions. Obviously, this channel is also an MK Dons channel as well. That's why the channel is called Gunners Dons Hub. So we've changed it up a little bit. I'll come to an MK game in a couple of years. No rush, man. No rush. In 2028, yeah. But nah, the 2 years will come just no time. No time. It's mad, isn't it? Obviously, it's the 7th of January, 7 days gone. Do you like the Red Dot Bar? Is that the one near the hotel? Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I prefer Lewington Bar. I was in there on the last home match. Big up to Liar. How are you? You good? If MK play near me, I'll go to an away like Swindon, Bristol, and Newport stuff. I like that as well. Yeah, look, I've been to Swindon before. I've been on a couple of occasions. I'll be going there again when we play them away from home. Of course, Bristol Rovers, I've been once. Newport, I've been there 4 times. Obviously, Mike Green and all that. Massive shout out to him. And all that stuff. Hope you keep him well. But yeah, look, my favourite Arsenal when if you got Swindon away. Let me check on the computer. Obviously, I don't want to go on my phone. MK Dons versus Swindon. Right, let me have a look. Have we got Swindon? 14th of March, 3:00 kickoff. So about 2 months away, yeah. So quite a while, yeah. Quite a while. I'm planning to go to Swindon. Okay, fair enough. Can I come on your stream? I want to talk about Arsenal's best 2000 games. Yeah, why not, bro? Drop me a DM on Insta. Obviously, I'm not going to drop the link on here. What's your Instagram and add me on Insta? If you want to come on. We got Exeter away that day, so I probably that. No worries, bro. No worries. Right. Drop me. I don't use that. What do you use then? What do you use? Right, I'll drop the link as well, but let's see, bro. Let's see. Obviously, guys, keep an eye on the topic, bro. And but yeah, I'll drop the link just for you. How long? Obviously, I want to wrap this up by 5:30, the latest, because obviously I've got to go and have dinner, and obviously I want to go out and watch the Man City Brighton game or Crystal Palace Villa game. I might go to the local bar and that. So you know what I'm planning to do. So, do you wave the flag at MK Dons when they score? I don't have a flag, mate. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't. No. No. I just go and do my vlog and just focus on the game. I like to watch the game in peace. That's what I like to do because I'm saying. Yeah, I'll drop the link, mate. Give me 2 minutes and I'll work that out. I will drop the link for you. Right, I'm going to drop the link and we'll talk about Arsenal 2000 games and also give your opinions on the game as well. Right, let me drop the link. But obviously stick to the topic, what we're going to talk about. We can also talk about tomorrow's game as well if you want. But are you coming to the game on Friday? HM77. Okay, that's all right. Are you doing Arsenal vlogs then? No, just MK, bro, innit? Just MK Dons. Yeah. Big up to Tyrell Gunner as well. Go and subscribe to Tyrell Gunner TV. Absolute real one. He's just done a stream. Tickets are £25. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It's controversy. It's mad. I think it's a joke for an FA Cup game. There should be at least £15 as well. Know what I'm saying? So, right, links in the chat, of course. Let's obviously stick to the topic what we're going to talk about. If I see any trolls or anything like that in the chat, they will be banned and kicked out. But obviously, let's talk about as well. Like Arsenal, Liverpool legends as well. Jordan, if you want to come on as well, you're more than welcome to come on as well. My battery's got. Yeah, sorry about that, people. Ryan, are you all right, Ryan?
Yeah, okay.
Ryan, are you all right, Ryan?
Yeah, okay. How are you?
Yeah, sorry, man. My laptop died. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe. Obviously, this is an Arsenal Liverpool Legends stream as well. Look, I think for me, what do you want to ask about? Like, of course, anything you want to talk about?
Ben Wiles. That'd be a good signing for League Two.
Is he any good?
Well, he's been out of form this season, but if you ask Rotherham United footy, I think you'll see he was a decent player when he used to play for him. He's all right at like League One Championship level. He should be really good at League Two. I think that's where his like peak will go. I think he's only like 26. Yeah, he's 26.
He's in his prime. He's only 26. He's only 26.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be bad.
Apparently, I'm reading a Dons fan just messaged me on Snapchat. Just said to me, maybe tonight or tomorrow morning, because Paul Warren wants to sign 2 or 3 players by the Oxford game.
Is it? That'd be a big vlog, wouldn't it? What's the attendance looking like for that?
I don't know. How many do you reckon Oxford will take? Because it's only down the road.
1,000, 1,500 maybe.
Yeah, it's only about an hour or so.
It should be a really tasty game. I think as long as you get the goals and stuff, I think you'll get confused.
I'm not confident going into that, but let's see what happens. It's good that we're going to make signings. I totally get that. But obviously we've got matchday vlog on the Friday night, so it should be very interesting. So look forward to that. Obviously, don't feel like the channel names changed. Don't feel like obviously Don's content is gone. No, it's not gone. The vlogs are still here. The vlogs are still going to happen. Don't worry. Of course, yes. So obviously we do have a vlog on Friday. So don't forget, guys, about that. Obviously Friday. If make sure everyone does tune into the vlog and have the notification bells on. Have Cardiff signed anyone in this transfer?
No, we're after Kean Best, though, who used to play for Preston, apparently.
Never heard of him. Never heard of him.
I think your best player, to be honest, is Sanders.
Oh,
your
he's
best
quality, mate.
overall.
If we don't get promoted this season, I do think he will go. Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe,
or we want to stay. If you stay down, he'll go. If you go up, there's more chance of him staying.
No, he will, because he'll look at him.
He just wins everything. He's such a physical presence. Is Mellish been getting any better?
On and off, a little bit, yes.
Is he? Yeah. Patterson's obviously a good goal scorer for this level.
Yeah.
Hepburn Murphy's all right. Kelly's on and off, isn't he?
Yeah, Kelly's a bit on and off. Yeah, he got man of the match on Sunday. So
that's good. What about Crowley?
Not really good, really. He had a good game against Notts County on that Monday, about a week and a bit ago.
Yeah. Aaron the main's quite quick, isn't he? And he's good at dribbling.
Link's in the chat, bro. Just click the link if you want to come on and talk about Arsenal.
Luke Offord's all right.
What do you think?
What do you think of Gethin Jones?
Not really good, really. I think he's a bit crap, to be honest. He's good going forward. He's good going forwards, but
do you know what? I think you need a new goalie. McGilvery, he's fucking dodgy.
You reckon? No, I think he's good, man. McGilvery.
I think he's definitely got a mistake in him. He's good at shot stopping.
Of course, keepers are going to have mistakes.
Yeah, but he's good shot stopper because he's also played at a higher level. But I'm also thinking now he's getting a bit older now, isn't he? Was he like 33, 34, something like that?
33, 34. Big shout out to you, bro. How are you?
I don't mind McGilvery, but like some games he'll drop a horror show or he'll be brilliant the next.
Yeah, definitely. Big shout out to you, Dylan. How are you, bro?
We're back now.
What do you want to discuss about, bro? What do you want to discuss about, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very comfortably, bro. You said you wanted to discuss about Arsenal 2000s, if that's you or not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, talk to me about it. You wanted to discuss something about Arsenal 2000, weren't you?
What's your thoughts on tomorrow, man?
Tomorrow's game against Liverpool.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's going to be an interesting game because the way I look at it, you're kind of up against the Liverpool side where they've not been that great this season. Arnold Slot, of course, has had problems. They've brought players in coming in. They haven't really got the system going and all that.
Wait, you know, he's sacked at the end of the week.
He's sacked what?
At the end of the week, he's getting sacked.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yes. It was on the news.
No, I don't believe that.
Well, it was on Google and all. Yeah.
I don't believe that. But yeah.
Do you not see it?
See what?
He's getting sacked at the end of the week.
I don't believe that.
Why do you not believe it?
I'm not falling for that.
I'm not lying.
I don't
search it up yourself.
I don't believe you. So
go and search it up right now.
No, I don't believe you. You're just doing this because obviously so I can get wrong and get it clipped. I'm not stupid.
I'm not lying.
I don't believe you.
I'm not lying.
I don't believe you, bro.
I'm not lying.
Well, why are you laughing secretly? You don't believe me, mate. Well, can we talk about what do you want to talk about?
Mate, I'm not lying.
I'll see you later, mate. Bye-bye. I told you he was trolling, weren't he?
Yeah. Just a minute. I'm just go on and off mute because I'm just eating a second.
Yeah,
I don't want the sounds to be on.
I knew he was trolling. I had it all planned. So trying to ruin my channel like that, bro.
What did he say?
He said something about a player Isak's going to get sacked. What the fucking fuck? I'm not stupid. Right? He's not going to get sacked, mate. Probably a Dons fan, mate. You know what I'm saying? Or probably someone trying to wind you up.
He sounded Irish.
Irish.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know where he's come from, but Isak's not getting sacked, mate. So, however, he's injured till March. So clearly, I can know by people. Basically, these people want to come on here just to try and think I'm trying to act dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't he say he wanted to talk about like 2000 Arsenal games as well?
Well, I asked him the first question, and he was saying Isak's going to get sacked. It's a load of rubbish. He's not getting sacked. It's bullshit, isn't it? I've just Googled it right now. He's not getting sacked. All it's come up on the 22nd of December 2025. Liverpool striker's broken his leg. Scans confirmed. It's a load of bollocks, bro. The reason why he wants me to say that is because
he wants you to get clipped.
Yeah, he wants me to get clipped. He read it wrong. 4 months ago, Alan Shearer said Isak should sack his agent. He wants me to get clipped. He's lying, bro. I'm not stupid. I'm older than him, bro. Mate, you don't need to give that emoji, bro. That ain't going to get you anywhere, mate. You know what I mean? If people come on here and lie, I just ban them, bro, innit? Obviously, I respect people coming on. I don't want people to say to me, oh, Luke is not respecting people, right? I am respecting people, right? And that's it. Actually, me and her are friends, bro. So
don't make it weird. Don't make it weird, mate.
Me and her are friends, bro. We've made up. Clearly, have you not cleared your history, bro? Clearly, you have not, bro. See you later, mate. I ain't got time for people like him. Anyway, but yeah, look, my favorite. What's your favorite Cardiff game of all time?
You know what? There's a few good ones. Like my first ever game was Cardiff 2, West Ham 0 in the Premier League, and we were
bro, I'm good, man. I'm good.
And we were rubbish that season, but we just about went down. Well, we weren't rubbish. We put up a good fight, but we got robbed against Chelsea. But I won't put the season down to what game. But that was my first ever game. I was in the canton end behind the goal, and everyone went mental because we scored after 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Then Cardiff 4, Birmingham 2's got to be up there in 2019. Birmingham won 1-0 up. Then we won 1-1, 2-1 Cardiff, 3-1 Cardiff. Birmingham scored from 40 yards to make it 3-2, and then Cardiff got a red card. Birmingham got a red card, and Cardiff scored a penalty, and Joe Rolls got his hat trick in the last minute. And that was one of the best games. And Callum Patterson, Bogle went through, got fouled. Patterson took the ball, went around the keeper. And this is Callum Patterson, by the way, the MK Dons player now. Tapped it in and started dancing, but the referee called the penalty instead, and he was like, "Oh my god!" And then another good one was we've had 2 4-3 games this season.
Right.
Leyton Orient and Doncaster. Doncaster is probably better because we came from behind and we scored in the 100th minute to win the game.
Right.
And the Swansea 3-0 from last year's got to be up there, and the 2-0. There's a lot of good games. How about yours, favourites?
I think for me, what, for MK or Arsenal?
Both if you want. You can do MK and Arsenal, so you do MK first and then Arsenal.
For MK, obviously I've got loads of games.
Derby away.
Jake Forster-Caskey as well. Bristol Rovers, of course.
4-1.
4-0.
4-0. Oh yes, 4-0.
4-0. This season. Obviously, maybe Newport away this season. When I first met you,
that was a good game.
Back in August, first time we beat them in 6 years or so. Apart from that, of course, Rotherham away in the Championship, because that season was the only 2 away games we won that season, Rotherham and Derby.
Wow.
But yeah, it's mad. And if we got relegated with 39 points, we were on a losing streak. I remember we lost like 6 games or something like that on the trot. I remember losing to Southampton in the Carabao Cup. We lost to Derby.
Mental.
At home. We kept getting battered. I remember Blackburn away. We lost 3-2 in the last minute. Jordi Gomez or something like that, his name was. Burnley. I didn't go to Burnley away on, of course, but however, we got. I think we lost. We got 2-1. I think it was. And then I remember going to the home game. Joey Barton scored. We lost 5-0. Some League One matches, obviously. Remember going to MK versus Oldham and all that stuff. I remember going to MK versus Oldham and all that stuff. And I think we drew 4-4. Do you remember a player called Matthew Upson?
Yes, I do. He's playing in non-league now, I believe.
Yes, he's playing in non-league somewhere. So, and that's about it. It's crazy.
Good. Yeah.
But for Arsenal, I've got loads of good memories. My favourite Arsenal Liverpool game at the Emirates. Obviously, I went to my first ever Arsenal Liverpool game. I went to was the Champions League. Obviously, we lost in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, but the first leg was 07-08 season. We drew 1-1. Adebayor scored. Obviously, played for them lot down the road. I think Dirk Kuyt got the equaliser as well. Ginger Dirk Kuyt, as they used to like to say.
Yeah.
Dirk Kuyt, of course. And I remember going to Arsenal v Liverpool in the Carabao Cup in 2009-10 season. Fran Merida, an Arsenal player as well. And apart from that,
what do you think of Almunia?
Oh, he was bad. He was bad at Arsenal. 07-08 season, of course, he was Arsenal's favourite goalkeeper, Arsenal's #1 goalkeeper.
Oh my God! Oh my days!
Oh my days! But apart from that, that's about it. There's loads of good Arsenal Liverpool moments. This fixture has always got loads of goals in it. Of course, I went last season. I went with Miss Molina. We drew 2-2 at the Emirates. Remember the VAR situation with the Havertz situation. But loads of good moments for Arsenal. There's been loads of. I went to Arsenal Tottenham when Mustafi and Alexis Sanchez scored. I went to Arsenal Tottenham when we lost in the Carabao Cup when Dele Alli chipped it over Czech in 2018. That was Unai Emery's first season. But loads of Arsenal games I've been to over the years. I've been to Arsenal v Roma in the first leg, 2008-09. This was before the ballot system came. Well, so many games I've been to as well. Barcelona as well.
The ballot must have messed it up.
But the ballot system is so bad. That's the problem.
It stops real fans from getting tickets because all the tourists fucking get them.
Yeah, that's what it is. And it's pick and choose these days. That's what it is. It's just like
favoritism, really.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
And it stops people and you have to cancel your membership because there's just no point paying if you're not going to be able to even have the opportunity.
No. That's the problem.
What was the last Arsenal game you went to? Was it like Crystal Palace or something, or was it the Community Shield?
The last time I went to an Arsenal game was about a year ago, when we drew to Liverpool. That was the last time I went to a game. But apart from that, obviously, I don't really go anymore now because of the ballot system. I gave up my membership.
Membership, yeah.
Obviously, I go and watch MK all the time. So
yeah, of course.
And that's about it, really. So I used to go Arsenal quite a lot. I used to go to quite a lot of home games and that before the whole ballot system came. And I think it's like the third season or something like that, that the ballot system has come. I don't know if that's 100% like what it is now. But I look at the ballot system, I think it's a joke the way they've done it. Just obviously it doesn't give opportunity in other fans from other countries to go to an Arsenal game. But you got to think about the people what's in front of you. You got to think about the people who have never been to an Arsenal match.
Like yeah, exactly. And there's people actually from London that want to go, but they can't do it.
Facts. And even people
traveling your around, area and stuff.
And even when people travel, like people around outside of Europe or Mexico, places like that, Canada, places like that. They obviously want to like think about and be like, okay, I want to go to an Arsenal game. I want to experience Arsenal, even if they're not winning league titles and that. You just want to obviously go to the Emirates and actually meet people, and that's how you meet people. That's how you have a foundation community around the fan base. And I just, you know what I mean? I just think this ballot system is an absolute joke. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is,
Bunch of
isn't it?
crap, mate.
It's a bunch of crap.
Yeah, it is.
Like you don't get it at Man City. You don't get it at
No,
Man
I
City.
know. I know.
It's all about money. That's what it is. It's just pick and choose. And people who've had season tickets, and if you're going to have season tickets, you want a waiting list for years. It could take you 10 years. So this time right now, in 10 years' time, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I just don't get it. Massive shout out
I
to
know.
Flicks, bro. Can you unhide Kev? Which one's Kev? If it's any of those three, then obviously they were trolling me, bro. So I'm saying I haven't done anything to them. So
Who's Fraser Football? Oh no.
Oh, it's someone from
Rap.
yeah. I think it's that Dylan guy, isn't it? So
I've no idea.
yeah, I think so.
I don't know any of them. So yeah, you can't be saying that.
Nah. But yeah, man. Any final things you want to talk about? Because I think I'm gonna wrap up in a minute.
It's up to you. I don't mind.
We'll have a quick thoughts about tomorrow's game, and then I'm probably going to close the pleasure of the stream, and that'll be me done for today. I'm not going to do any more shows for today. I'll be back tomorrow for the watch along and match reaction straight after the game. So we've got a busy Thursday night tomorrow. Are you
doing any watch alongs Saturday? There's some good games on.
No, I'm out Saturday. I'm in London all day.
What about it all day? Because there's some good games on, like Cheltenham, Leicester, Macclesfield, Crystal Palace, Wolves versus Shrewsbury.
If I'm back in time, if I'm back in time in the evening, maybe. But
those 12:15. They are 12:15.
Oh, no, I won't be there. I'll be out. I'll be in London.
You know what? 8:00. Charlton Athletic versus Chelsea.
What? They're playing at 8:00 Saturday night.
Yeah, Charlton versus Chelsea.
If I'm back in time, I'll do a watch along.
100%, because they're both London, innit they? Oh, that's going to be good. Yeah. Sunday, Portsmouth Arsenal, I'm guessing, innit? Sunday.
Yeah, well, I'll do
watch
that.
Along.
I'll do that. Of course, I need to.
Monday night, it's Liverpool versus Barnsley. And if you remember the last time Barnsley went to Liverpool,
Barnsley on tour. But
yeah, if you remember the last time they played Liverpool at Anfield, Barnsley won 2-1.
2008. There's a clip.
And Brian Howard scored the winner in the last minute.
Where's he now these days?
He's retired. He's long gone. Wednesday night, Chelsea Arsenal.
Yeah, we'll be doing that. I need to set that up. Yes. I think what I'll do is I'll do a preview for that. I think I'll do that preview on Monday.
Yes.
I think obviously I've stopped doing transfer days. We're not like
we can see if there's any of the West Brom games on in the future to see if Curtis ever wants to come back on. The big West Brom fan.
Maybe we'll do something about West Brom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to schedule my Portsmouth watch along. I'll do that maybe tomorrow night.
Yeah, man.
I'll do it at some point within the next day or two. Maybe even tonight I'll schedule it. And then I'll do the Chelsea preview. Obviously, the game's Wednesday. We've obviously got watch along match reaction for that. I think what I'll do is I'll schedule that for Monday. I'll do that Monday night. So content wise coming up, of course, no more videos for the rest of the today. Tomorrow we're going to do we've got the watch along at 6:45, then match reaction straight after the game. So bit of a long night tomorrow. So busy working with the microphone and in here. Friday we've got the vlog. Saturday there'll be no videos. Sunday, well, if I'm back in time Saturday, we might do a Charlton Chelsea watch along. If not, I probably won't upload Saturday. Sunday we've got the Portsmouth and Arsenal watch along match reaction. Monday we'll do the preview to the Chelsea game, Carabao Cup. Wednesday we'll do the watch along and match reaction. And then go from there, really. So obviously I've got to like go from there. And but quick thoughts on what you think about the game for tomorrow's Premier League. Obviously you're an EFL, I'm an EFL content creator as well.
Yes.
You're in League One, I'm in League Two at the moment. Arsenal Liverpool, who's likely to win this game?
Just depends, really, who's got the mentality. We know Arsenal have been, victims of bottling over the years, haven't they? So, I don't know, they're starting to pick up a bit of a form, but they're throwing it away as well, Liverpool. Like the Fulham game, how they conceded literally the last kick of the game. And it's just games like that, the 0-0 with Leeds, only just about beating Wolves. It makes me unsure about them. I don't know, I feel like Gyökeres is out of form as well.
But the thing is,
I think you're going to win, but it's going to be a tight game.
I like the win. I hope we win tomorrow, bro.
I think it'll be a tight game, but hopefully.
Yesterday, I did a preview yesterday. It was a great preview. We went for an hour and 20 yesterday, and I watched it back. Yesterday, and I always watch it back and to see if I've made any mistakes or not. But however, I'm lucky I didn't. But I think for me, I think we'll beat Liverpool. The rumours today, obviously, Arne Slot, I listened to his press conference. He never really mentioned anything about Hugo and Tiki. I remember, massive shout out to Jordan and Molina, if they're listening to this or not. Obviously, they sent me a DM and they said to me that Hugo Ekitike could be out for the game, or he's going to be out for the game. If he is out or if he's not out, then if he is available, then I think he makes it to the bench. And it's going to be a massive blow for Liverpool because Alexander Isak is now out until like March time. Ekitiki's only out for this game and it could be the same lineup as Liverpool. And Liverpool for me did okay until Fulham scored that score. Harrison Green scored his first goal for Fulham within 3 years and comes on and substitute and grabs a late point for Fulham for the Cottagers. But I think for me, I think Arsenal are going to win. I think we're going to beat Liverpool. I think we just have enough to beat them. It's at the Emirates. It speaks for itself. Arsenal at the moment. I know Liverpool have put on a bit of an unbeaten run together. I've had a couple of draws recently, but Fulham and Leeds. But I think Arsenal have enough to beat Liverpool. I think it would be a tough game. I said on my channel on Monday, I went for 3-1 Arsenal. Big up to Molina, big up to Jordan, absolute real ones, man. Go and subscribe to their YouTube channels. Absolutely great channel, man. They go live every day, near enough every day. They work together. They put 100% effort when they can. Great people, man. Absolute community. Go and subscribe to Jordan Molina. Absolute real ones. But no, look, I said on her channel on Monday, if you go and watch it on her channel, get her to 13k subs, get Jordan to 2.5k. Look, I went for 3-1 Arsenal. I think Arsenal are going to win 2-1. It's got a 2-1 all over it. I think we'll have enough. I do think Liverpool will give us a bit of a game. I think they will turn up. But I think Arsenal will have enough to win the game. And look, how much I would love to batter Liverpool that bad, just to end Liverpool. It won't end Liverpool's top 4 hopes. But however, it will put Arsenal 18 points clear. And I was thinking today, before I set this stream up, right? When is the last time Arsenal, if I've gone 15, 18 points clear of Liverpool? I cannot remember me supporting an Arsenal since the age of 12, 13, 20 years ago, right? And I really do not remember the last time Arsenal have had a massive points gap between us and Liverpool. I really cannot remember because I can't remember. I think the last time Arsenal had something like that was probably back in 1930s and that, back in the day. I don't know when, but of course. But yeah, man, I do think we'll win the game. I'm confident. I think we're going to get the win. I think I'm optimistic, and I'm going 2-1 Arsenal. If Ekitike is out for the game, Liverpool are going to play Cody Gakpo up front. HM77 says Arsenal might bottle it. We might bottle it. We might bottle it. We don't know. obviously, we're going to find out where we really are. And this month, and if Arsenal can be 5-6 points clear by the end of January, I know the league title doesn't decide, and no sloppish lie what he come out and actually said, in a way was actually quite right, but the way he said it was a bit cheeky. But he does have a point to say, and that's a mentality thing. When Liverpool have won the league title, and that you don't win the league title in January. But however, look, I think we will beat Liverpool tomorrow. I really do. But yeah, man. But Ryan, have you got anything else to say? Because I have to wrap up in a bit because my dinner's ready.
No, not really.
Yeah, I think we've pretty much covered everything. I do apologise with a few people in my chat, obviously saying that me talking to younger people, mate. I don't talk to younger people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and say that I touch people and stuff. No, I do not, mate. You know what I'm saying? No, I do not, bro. You know what I'm saying? And mate, I'm 32 years old, bro. So I have a job, mate. And you know what I'm saying? But on the bombshell, people, we are going to wrap the stream up, guys. Content-wise, coming up, as I just established, as I keep repeating myself, tomorrow we will be back for the watch along. 6:45 p.m. we are going to be live in here tomorrow in my little bedroom studio, as I like to call it, with the podcast mic, and then match reaction straight after the game. Friday there'll be the vlog, just the vlog Friday. Saturday probably won't be any content because I'll be in London all day. Sunday we'll be back here for Portsmouth, watch along, match reaction straight after the game. I think it's a 2 o'clock kickoff Sunday, I believe. So if it is, we'll do the stream maybe about 1 o'clock. What?
Yeah,
we'll do the stream about 1 o'clock, and then we'll go through the Portsmouth, talk about their season. Josh Murphy, of course, ex-Dons player, Norwich player. I still rate him this day. I'd have him back in a heartbeat, but of course he's not going to come back. And then match reaction, and then we'll build up to the Chelsea game and we'll do some sort of preview on Monday. So obviously I've got to schedule my Portsmouth and Chelsea streams, so I'll do that near at the time. But yeah, man, and obviously, guys, we'll see you tomorrow for the watch along, the match reaction. I hope tomorrow I'll be sitting there, still top of the league, and let's hope Arsenal beat Liverpool tomorrow, and we'll shut all those Liverpool fans who are sitting there in little flats and in their little weekly army chairs. But yeah, on the bombshell, we will see you tomorrow for the watch along, 6:45 p.m. Big day tomorrow. Come on, Arsenal. Try not to let me down. And don't forget, MK Dons have been linked to a player from Huddersfield. I think I'm going to drop a YouTube short on that. So keep an eye on that, right? Because we've got a bit of MK Dons content coming. And if he does get signed, and if the rumours are true, we are dropping a video on the channel on that. And matchday vlog this Friday, of course. Do not forget, there will be a vlog, Oxford and MK. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you tomorrow for the watch along. Good night, people. Have a blessed Wednesday. Put your feet up. Watch the Premier League. Come on, Arsenal. Let's batter these scousers and put them to bed. Bye for now.